Greetings everyone. Today I'm going to feature MenuStrip and StatusStrip on C# programming. So let's start with adding a new item, and with that new item we're going to add Windows Forms. Select Windows Forms and then make sure you're choosing form from the list. And this time, instead of just form 1, you will name it as FRM main menu .cs. And then click on add. Next is that we're going to hook it up with our MenuStrip by choosing the toolbox on the left side. For that, I'm trying to rename the form purposely, since it's a personal information management and also a payroll system. I will remove the management and retain the system because it will sounds redundant with the word management and then system with two different things. So since it's a combination of both, we'll retain the personal information plus payroll system. So just what I said a while ago, we will hook up a MenuStrip here, and with that we will see at the top of our form or window and or the type here. Let me see. I'm going to open up a PDF file of my old document regarding with that legacy system. So you would see here the main menu that we're going to use as a pattern, and some pull down menus, okay, coming up from them. So you can see we have human resources, accounting, and system tools. So right, human resources, and then accounting there, and also system tools. Okay, so notice that I use uppercases to stand out compared to the old ones that I have here, okay, on my old document. I have add new, edit, employee, and evaluation reports. Okay, so let's see. Let's type it here. Add new employee. Okay, and also edit employee or edit an employee. What else? Evaluation reports. Quick view employee. Quick view an employee. Okay, so we have 4 pull downs from human resources. Let's add loans control. This is what we saw earlier from the document for loans control window. I think loans controller will do, but for now let's take it as it is, and then add loan to employee, and then update employee loans. So there we have pull downs now, looking good for our human resources. It really is a good example for someone who wanted to create a pull down menu from the main menu. Okay, or what I'm trying to do here is allow me to browse my all documents and do this for now. Okay, icons. I'm going to create this to hold all of those icons that I will use for this programming blog. So these are my collections of icons. You can see here I've got a lot of them, and let me just select them real quick. Okay, all of them. Allow me to finish copying some of those that I think is related to the pull down menus that we created a while ago. So we use the add new employee. We definitely use the icons related to it using the plus sign icon here. We also use the edit employee. We're going to use edit or something similar to editing. There, I paste it there. What else? Here a line chart for progress or evaluation, something similar to that, or just a report or invoice that will look like similar to reporting and evaluation. Loans with money or dollars. That's it. Okay, so the next thing to do is to add it. Okay, click on the image and then look for the import. Click on import and then browse folder. I can see the folder, so I'll use all files. There, now I can see the icons under that folder. So simply because I use the all files, and if it's not, then it will definitely use the default. Okay, see now there we have it. We have a plus sign beside the add new employee, making it graphically appealing now compared to the ones we had before. And what's next? We have for the edit. Let's see. We're going to add um, editor, edit icon, and then evaluation reports. We're going to use a different icon. So just try to remember how I always did it. Okay, how I did it with the how I assign icons to each of those menus. So just let me do some assigning task here. So we have icons and then monitor. I'll use it for quick view there. So we have evaluation. Next would be for the loans control. So we have add and update here. So we have to add another one there. I think this was similar to loans. Here, so it's almost complete now for the human resources menu. So when we try to open it up on our program, we'll use the form main menu again. But this time we're going to load it under the program CS or the main program. I'm trying to minimize here first the background there. So you see when you click on the human resources, now you can see all the pull down that we created, and along with it are the icons. Okay. So there, it's physically appealing now, okay, or graphically appealing now. It looks good, okay, and since it looks good, it will definitely get your user to think of it as uh, having a passing grade for user interface. So we have accounting record. Let me just try to remember. I paused there because I'm trying to memorize the the pull down menus here. If you're uploading or uploader, okay, much better. And deductions control window. I think controller will do. The deductions control or controller will do. Report controller. Wait, since it's a report controller, I think the most fitting name would be report generator. Okay, and then let's try to use payroll editor here. So there, and we have add deductions under the deductions control here, and of course, since we can add, we can remove later on. So remove existing deduction. Okay, remove an existing deduction. That's all there is to it for the deductions control. So let me just edit some of those words, okay? Because I don't think it should be on a proper case on that way. So there, I'll remove an existing deduction and add new deduction. Okay, I'll just try to remove the proper casing for now. So there, we have accounting, human resources, okay, complete pull down menus for accounting. Let me see, we're going to look for an icon that is typical for DDR and accounting pull downs. So I'll do it real quick. Paste. Okay. Next, we're going to assign it. Click on the image again on your properties window or properties explorer. We'll definitely add an icon similar to DDR, since it's the time and payment. So use the clock on it. Let's see, on the image again, image there. Wait, let me just go back there. Image, click, and then browse it. I think this is similar to Payroll Uploader. No, since it means to upload something, then we're going to use upload. There, app icon would be very good match for this. So we're going to use deductions control. Let's see, on the image, we're going to add another one. This is really hard if you have a complete list of a picture and you think this is already being used on the other pull downs, and so you will definitely think, oh, this should not be this should not be a good candidate for this use case or for this menu. So since this one's not being used, I'm going to use this deductions control. What else? Report generator. Since it's a report, it can be a document or an editor icon will do. there, and then another one, payroll editor. um, let's see. If for someone who were asking what is this payroll editor is supposed to do, or what is this payroll does in a payroll system, is, as the name implies, it edits or use amendments on existing payslips. Okay? So if someone has to ask about some inconsistency or typographical error on their accounting, or certain mistakes was been found. Okay, let me just write administration here first. Certain error was found, then they can just use that menu when someone has to someone requested to amend things. Next is let me go back to the document. Administration only have this deduction period. So it only have one pull down on it. So in it we have deductions period. Okay, so there is that's all there is to it for the administration pull down. So what so since it's the only use case or menu that we have, we can add a picture similar to deduction. Let's see, maybe this calendar will do, because any deduction are periodically implemented on payslips. So let's see, now we have a complete pull down. Maybe we can see it again. Okay, so we have the pull downs for accounting, also human resources, and when we try to click on administration, see, now we're having uh, a good job for creating those pull down menus. Okay, yeah, so you can see now all of those pull down menus showing up when you try to run your C# application. Okay, so if you like this video, do subscribe and like the video, and you can also provide some comment down below next time. And this, I'm going to add some code using this hide, and then form. I'm going to make an instance of my form. Wait. It's very generic. Maybe I'll use the name of PIPS, Personal Information Payroll System. New FRM DDR, since this is for DDR. Whenever they click on that, the DDR FRM DDR will show up on their screen. I'm going to use ShowDialog. Okay, semicolon. So I'm going to use ShowDialog, and the reason is that it's going to be a child of that form. Our parent should be the main menu. Okay, I'll try to close it now. So there, if you wanted it to be the one on top of everything, you can use the show dialog, just like what I did a while ago. Okay, otherwise you can use the show, but since it's not appropriate to do so, I'm going to use show dialog on top of the main menu. Okay, the use of this that hide is also optional for you. So just telling you that you can just ignore that code or add it to your code whenever you need it. Okay, it simply hides the currently selected form using the this that hide. Okay, the hide method. Here I'm just trying to experiment things about closing it up and then showing it. Okay, I don't think this will work perfectly uh, with this demo. So I think I'm going to remove all of this. Okay. Sometimes some languages really affect how you will code the way you wanted it to be on another programming language. Just like what I did with Visual Studio, Visual Basics, .NET, and then going to C Sharp. Hmm. So yeah, this is what will happen to you if you wanted to mix it with the hide and show. So it's better that you don't use this hide if you are aiming for showing an application, uh, a child form on top of something or on top of the currently selected. So I'm going to hide the this that hide or comment, make it as a comment. So we're gonna use the comment by I implemented the comment by using a forward slash. That makes it colored green. So there. So it's doing good now because we commented the this that hide and then go away, go along with the instantiation of form of the DTR under the accounting. So since those are the two forms that we have created, DTR and payroll uploader, we're going to feature those two forms being executed on this demo. So when I try to click here, this DTR or daily time record will pop up on our screen on top of the main menu. So there, so you can see our main menu occupying the whole screen, and then on top of it is the DTR. I can go back to the main menu because I used the word ShowDialog. So there, complete menu. So just try to review the code and try to copy and paste this. Paste it on the uploader. Double click it and then paste it here. Again, it will show the FRM uploader. Okay, there. This time it should be the uploader with the use of ShowDialog method. And if I click on it, it will be on top of the main menu. Okay, and I already encoded at least 5 employee from the DTR menu, so that now we can see at least 5 records on the uploader window. So you can see on that screen we have five. Wait, eight employee. So there. Next is that looking back to the main menu. Let me see. This is the daily time record. Maybe we can now change the icon. Okay, remember how we did it with the pictures or icon for the menu? The same, almost the same here, but we're going to look on the icon and then change it here. Okay, there. Okay, so notice that we can see at the topmost of our form the new icon is showing up instead of the Windows original icon or the default icon. See, this is the default icon, and if I wanted to change it, I'll just try to change it with the one that I think is suitable. There, you can see it also changed. So when I try to run the application, see, we have a complete set of the icon. DDR also have its own icon, and the payroll uploader. Wait, I don't have it for the payroll uploader, didn't I? So I forgot the payroll uploader. I'll just change this icon from anything that I have here. So since uploader, I use the up button or the up icon, just like this, just like what I did on my pull down. So make sure that your pull down and also your form icon are the same, having the same icon, okay, to make it in uniform. There, and we also have this payroll control window. This should be changed too by having another icon here. What did I use before? Since the 10-year-old software, let me see. Since this system is used for payroll, let me see. Mhm. A calculator, a cash register, might be. Okay, so I still use one of those, one from my icons folder, so I'll stick with that. Okay, and then let's try to run it and let's see how it looks like. See, now we can see the icons that we assigned to it a while ago or a few seconds ago. We can see the payroll entry having that icon. So let's go with another checking here. Since we have the pull downs for the human resources, we have the add. Let me see. Another way for making it visible or appealing for the user is that you can also change the icons sizes. So you can see here width and height, it has to be symmetrical. So if I use 40 here, this should also be 40. Height and width must have the same value. Okay, so please keep that in mind, and I'm going to use 10 again, just like what I did from my other forms that I created, and you can see all of them are now showing up with the text size of 10, and the images are resized into times 2. They are simply 40. Focus the add loan or the other pull downs from the loans control are not having the same size with the one simply because they don't have an icon and they are not set up with that same sizes too. So those are the two things that you have to consider. If you wanted the pull downs of the sub or the pull downs of the pull downs, you have to resize it. So let me see. This looks good for me now. Okay, 30 would be a better size to complement the 9. No, to complement the 10 font size of your system. So we have the add loan and update doesn't. They don't have an icon for now, and their size. I don't think it's 10. It still looks like 9 from me. So let's try to look for the collections of the drop down menus. And here, let's see, scroll. I'm looking for font and icons or image. Oh, there. So we have image. Let's see. So that's it. So let's use the plus sign since it's for the ad, and then the other one's image for updating. We're going to use edit. This one's better. Let's see. Let's try to look at the deductions control. And with it, look for the drop down items again, collections. Scroll up a bit, look for image, click the image ellipsis, and then since it's add, another plus sign, remove. I don't have any remove icons for now. Maybe I'll use a different type of icon. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe on the next video, maybe we can add that new icon for that purpose. So there. So we have add new and remove. Okay, they have now their own icons, and their size are symmetrical to their parent pull down. Okay, so they both have a size of 10 when it comes to the size, and then they also have their own icons. So good job on adding those. This time, since we're done with the menu strip, man, you definitely have to add a new one, which is a status strip. Okay, so what does this do? The status strip allows you to add information at the bottom of your screen. So let me just click and add things here. So I'll put a label. Okay, just random label will do for now for this tutorial, but at least I'll make sure that they are purposive in terms of placing them at the bottom of our screen. Or I mean at the bottom of our main menu. Okay. Another status label. Okay. So I'm planning to add a user information and the date or the system date to be displayed at the bottom of our screen. So let me try this username and then user for now. Okay, let's make it user and then date colon, and then for this to have a just date. Okay, to remind me of myself about where this information uh, should be should be seen. So there, in your program, you definitely need to call something to make them display things for you. So let's see. I'm going to type. Um, I still want to consider renaming it purposively. So we're going to use again the prefix of LBL here. Since it's a date, it's a LBL date. It's gonna be an LBL date when we try to call it from the program somewhere in our code, and then LBL user here. Okay, so we have LBL user and LBL date. Okay, and we're going to call it here. So let's try to type the code back then. I'm trying to look for my old code, okay, where I typed date time. Oh, there, date time today. So I'm going to use this code for our status strip. Okay, just one line will do, and I'm going to use that and use some formatting feature around it. Okay, so let's see. I will assign a value of it to our text box later on. So a label. So lbl date that text is equals to, and then call that, paste it here today. What I'm doing here is going to type the way it should be formatted. So the value should be the date for month, day, then followed by a year. So I'm using a plus sign to append another information, which is in this case day, that day, okay, and then another plus sign for append or to add something, okay, at this, as a sequence, and then plus, and then a year. Okay, so you might be asking, why did I place a comma after the day? Because the reason for that is to follow with the real format of month, day, comma, and year. So try to look at the down at your screen down below. You can see date is 1 space 3 comma and then 2021. That's it. We're doing a good job on displaying the month, day, and year. But I'm not satisfied with the results, so I'm trying to change it a bit. I'm going to use a slash because it looks better on it rather than having 1 space 3. Let's see it once again. Oh, there. Okay, looks good now. So we have 1 means January, 3 as in January 3, and then 2021 as the year, 3 as the day, 1 as the month. Okay, so next is to tackle how to display the user. I'm going to use accounting as the text for now. So there. So say for example, the user for now is an accounting. Just to let you know, if you happen to see the top of our menu, we have 3 types of user here. So we have an HR or human resources, followed by the accounting, and then administration. So definitely the system will behave according to what user is using it. Okay, so definitely if it's an accounting user type, then the system should only allow pull downs of the accounting and not the human resources and administration. So let's say um, let me just at least uh, edit this part, okay, before I move there. Okay. So there we have human resource pull downs. Those should not be seen, okay, from our program when we load this form, main menu form. We should be able to set it up. So if user.text is equal to accounting, if it's accounting, oops, I forgot my double quotation there. Okay, so if that is the case, then we have to rename this menu. So click once on the human resources and then look for the name before we do anything funny here. So we got to name it as, since it's a pull-down menu, we have menu or just menu underscore as our prefix, and then human resources, camel casing. Okay, human resources. And then we call this as menu or menu accounting. There. And then here, administration. So it's gotta be menu administration. So we have human resources, accounting, and administration. Oops, I misspelled this. I didn't notice that. Okay, sorry for that. It took me long before I noticed that. Hmm. So since if the case is accounting, we will call it menu administration that enabled false. So this means that we're going to lock the human resources, and menu human or administration that enabled is equals to false. Okay, so that means that if accounting is the case, then we have to close or lock those HR and administration menu. Okay, so paste it here. Go to edit this as human resources or resource, and then instead of human resource to be locked, we're going to um, lock the menu accounting instead. Okay, and else that means that if it's an administration, it's that we've exhausted those two possibilities, then that means we are now down to the last resort. That means that the user is an admin. If that is the case, then all of them should be open or should be unlocked. Okay, because the admin has the super has to be a super user, has the privilege to access all of those features. Okay, I'm going to type it here. So accounting, human resources, and then lastly administration enabled. True. Okay, so make sure that all of those menu has to be closed or locked first. So there. So when I try this application, you can't open or access those HR and administration simply because we are using accounting as our user type. Okay, so we've done a good job here. Okay, we've done implementing MenuStrip for our C# program, and also implemented a StatusStrip for our C# program. So there we have it. We implemented it on the main menu. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.